Master Jessica Carson is the head instructor at Pocatello's Southwick Black Belt Academy, and now she is a Hall of Famer. Carson inducted into the International Martial Arts Council Hall of Fame down in Las Vegas last week. And she says although the ceremony may not have been nationally televised, it was still an impressive show.
So it is kind of exciting, and I mean, it's not super big production like maybe the Grammys or the Oscars or things like that. But for us, it's also, it's a pretty good recognition because your peers are there, other martial artists, and so being able to have that recognition in front of them is also really cool.
Grandmaster Stanwitz is the president of the International Martial Arts Council and met Carson back in 2006. But even with that relationship intact, Carson's induction came as a surprise.
When Grandmaster Witz told me that he had put a spot for me in the Hall of Fame and was going to recognize me that way, it was a little unbelievable at first. And he's like, no, really, make sure that you set aside the date and bring in your people and have them be with you to be able to help support in that same capacity.
The induction caps off an impressive stretch for Carson and the team at Southwick. Earlier this year, Carson attained her 5th Dan, and Southwick opened a 2nd location in Pocatello last month. All this has the Academy getting recognized more than ever.
Our influence kind of expands out, and there's a number of different schools down there that they recognize us now because we've been there. And, you know, so to be able to be recognized by schools from Mexico and Canada and from all over the world, and to be able to work with them, it's kind of nice to be able to represent and say, yep, Idaho's here.
Now as a Hall of Famer, Carson looks back fondly on the beginning of her martial arts journey.
As a teenager and a young person, I didn't really have a super athletic interest. And so to be able to come into martial arts and be able to progress and to hone my skills and to find a capability that I wasn't even aware of, both physically and mentally.
And Carson says it's the persistence to never give up that has carried her throughout her career.
Martial arts is one of those things that as soon as you say, well, I can only do this much, it says, oh yeah, well try this. And you're like, and then you do it, and it's like, I really could accomplish more than I expected to, because I gave it a shot, and I trusted in the ability to make those steps forward and progress.
You can check out Southwick at either of their locations here in Pocatello, including their brand new spot on East Clark Street.